think the craziest thing I've ever did was? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Muny. So you guys, today I'm going to be filming a Q&A video. You guys sent me some questions. Yeah, sent me some good questions. And I'm just going to be answering them today. But before we get into that, let's talk about the scenery. Let's talk about the lighting. Let's talk about the aesthetic. Like, what's going on? Like, I'm feeling so good today. Today's Monday. It's my off day. I usually get work done on Mondays, but I'm always in the house. That's the only thing. Like, I need to get outside. But other than that, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. Today's a good day. I'm feeling nice, and I hope y'all are feeling the same way. So, without further ado, I'm gonna get straight into this question and answer video. I do not want to make this video too long, but I'm gonna answer all your questions. Just know that. Okay? So, we're gonna just hop right into it. Okay? So I have some questions here. I screenshotted all the questions in my phone that y'all asked. And I'm just gonna be answering them truthfully, honestly, don't give a fuck. So I'm just gonna start from the bottom up. I'm just gonna be reading the questions out and answering them for you guys, okay? So we're gonna start with the first question. I'm gonna start with the calm questions first, and then we're gonna head into more, you know, in-depth. We're gonna ease our way in. The first question is, when you were a little girl, what did you want to be when you grew up? When I was a little girl, I always wanted to be a teacher when I grew up. I had a teacher named Ms. Rainbow, and I really loved her. She was just like so friendly, so amazing, and she just made like class fun. So I always wanted to be a teacher, but as I got older, like, I wasn't really into it no more, because every class that I was in, we gave our teachers hell, and I ain't with that. So I was like, never mind. Next question, what's the craziest thing that you've ever did? I think everything that I do is crazy. What do you think? I don't know. What's the craziest thing I've ever did? I would probably say the craziest thing that I've ever did. I do a lot of crazy things, I'm not gonna lie to you. I do a lot of crazy things. But one crazy thing I did would probably be jump on top of a table. I don't know. In public, I don't know. I really don't know. Like, I don't know the answer to that question, but I think I'm gonna come back to it. Next question is, what is your favorite perfume? Okay, so currently I bought this perfume. I've been using it for a while now. I bought it from Zara. I'm gonna show y'all the perfume in just one sec. So I have two perfumes here that I love the most. So the first perfume is Ebony Wood. I found this perfume from this YouTuber that I watched named Kara. She put this on. I went to try it out, and it smells amazing. It's from Zara. It's called Ebony Wood. I love this smell. But I would say, I don't know, it's really between, I think this would be my favorite perfume though. But before I started using this perfume, I was using this YSL perfume. It also smells amazing. The only thing that I would say about this that I like more than this one is that this one lasts all day. So yeah. Next question, my celebrity crush. My celebrity crush? Alright, I would say my celebrity crush would have to be, if I was to choose, I would say it would have to be either Swiss Beats. Do not make fun of me. To each his own. Okay. I would say it would have to be Swiss Beats or Wale. Between the two. But it's not really like a crush thing. Let me explain something to y'all, okay? It's not really like a crush thing, like, oh my god, I like him. No, it's not none of that. It's just more of like, I like his swag, I like his demeanor, I just like his energy, like that, like, you know. It is what it is. So those are my two, Wale and Swiss Beats. Next question, what is your major? My major right now currently is media studies. I'm in my 3rd year of college, and I'm freaking excited to graduate. I cannot wait. So I could be done with college, I'm done with school, I'm done with all of it. I'm not doing any more years. That's my major, media studies. Next question, how long have you been growing out your locks? I've been answering this question all my life, but I've been growing my locks since I think since I was like 8, 9. I would say like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Probably like since I was 8. So Probably like 7 or 8, I would say between the two. 7 or 8 years old. Next question is, if you could live anywhere else other than Brooklyn, where would you live? If I could live anywhere else other than Brooklyn, I feel like everybody that knows me knows to answer this question. It's Atlanta. ATL. Oh, ATL. So when I go to Atlanta, like I really swear I'm from Atlanta, but I'm not from there. But next question is, what is your dream vacation spot? Somewhere that I always wanted to go was Bali, Indonesia. But I feel like now I want to just explore the world. But my top right now is Bali. I would say Bali. What's your dream vacation spot? Am I weird? Next question. What is your type, Muny? What's your type, Muny? What's my type? I feel like I'm gonna answer this question as truthfully as I can. I don't have a type. I really don't. I just go off of how I feel. Like, if you make my soul feel good, you're my type. Like, you have to be with somebody that speaks to your soul. I know it sounds cliche, but it's very, very true. I don't have a type, but I just have things that I would rather not deal with, or rather not. It's just not my cup of tea. Like, let's say, like, just people that do too much, not my type. My type, like, what is my type? But I do have a preference. I just prefer somebody that is, like, you can't be shorter than me. You cannot be shorter than me, and you can't, like, stink. That's my top 2. Next question is, wow, okay. The next question that you guys asked was, what do you look for in a man? Do you ever be like just tired of talking about something? Like, I just want my mind free from that. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I just want my mind so far from that. Like, but I would say something that I look for in a man would be just really simply somebody that's willing and true and pure. Like, I don't think, nah, let's talk serious now. I don't think people really understand what it means for something to be pure, like pure. Like, you know, like when you're a baby, you don't really have, like, that's when you're in your purest form. Like, you don't really have understanding of much. You're not judging things. Like, you're just going based on how you really feel without any other like opinions and stuff like that. But just, I know it sounds weird to say like a baby is staying true to themselves, but they're just true to who they are because they don't really have much understanding yet. But as an adult, I think it's just so important to still have understanding of things, but still stay true to who you are, if you get what I'm saying. Like, just stay true, like pure, to, like, just be yourself, like, you know. Like, not be, like, let me give you like some examples. Like, not being afraid to love, not being afraid to show emotion, not being afraid to just be a human. Like, I think that a lot of people are not really realistic humans anymore. Like, and it really, like, I don't know, it's really weird to me. But it's not my cup of tea, let me tell you that. But yeah, I think that's what I look for. And as far as like the obvious things, like as far as being respectful, being understanding, you know, things like that, of course, that's a given. But those are the 2 things that is most important to me: being willing and being pure, and just being true to yourself, honestly. Like, if you know me, you know that I'm such, like, if you really knew me, I'm not talking about like, hey, we hang out here and there. Like, if you really know me for real, you know that I'm just a person that is just like, I feel how I feel, I just act on how I feel, and I allow myself to be a human. It's not always a good thing, but sometimes it can be a good thing, even when it's a bad thing. Like, I don't know, I just have a different type of, you know. But I think I answered that question to the best of my ability. Next question is, would you ever comb out your locks? Honestly, no. The only time I feel like I would comb out my locks is if it's becoming like, my hair starting to like look crazy, like no hairline, my hairline all the way back here, and like it's just not healthy anymore. That's the only time I would get rid of my locks. But other than that, no, I wouldn't. Next question is, what's your favorite shoe of all time? I would say that my favorite shoe right now would have to be Yeezy. It's the most comfortable shoes that I have right now. It's the most comfortable shoe for me. Like, you just throw it on. Like, ever since I bought my foam runners, I don't really wear shoes anymore. Like, I don't really enjoy wearing shoes anymore. Next question is, how are you doing mentally and just, how are you doing? Question mark. Mentally and just overall. How am I doing? I think I'm doing I feel like I'm doing pretty well. I feel like I'm just living in the moment. Like, I'm just being where my feet are, just living through the moments, just living life and just accepting whatever comes to life, understanding that, you know, things happen for a reason. I think when you understand that whatever you plan your life out to be, it's never gonna happen, you will probably have less anxiousness in your life and more peace. More peace with, like, you just have more peace when you understand that you just have to let life flow. You just gotta let life be and just be the best person that you are while life is going on, and let those two things align, and your life will be good for you and not for anybody else. But I would say right now I'm doing pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. You know, there are certain moments in my life where I could be like a depressed ass, and let me not say depressed, but a sad girl. But I never like let my emotions sit for too long. Like, I never let my emotions, like, dwell on my emotions for too long. Like, life goes on, things happen, seasons change.
Things change, people change, feelings change too. Never thought that.
But I never let them circumstances change me. Like, yo, nah, for real though. Like, I know I'm being like a clown, but I'm dead serious when I say that. Yeah, but overall, I'm doing pretty good. I'm feeling more happy nowadays. Yeah. Thanks for asking. How are you doing? How are you doing? Next question. What draws your inspiration of clothing, if you have any at all? To be honest, I don't really have an inspiration when it comes to clothing and fashion. I just like to put on things that makes me feel comfortable. I just like to, it's okay. I like to stand out, and it's okay to stand out. And I just like to wear what makes me feel like me. That's really all I do. Certain things, like when I was young, like not too younger, like probably like I would say 2-3 years ago, I would really just throw on anything, and to some people it would probably be like, what does she have on? But to me, it would make me feel so good, and I didn't even care. Like, I did not care at all. And I think that's still me now, but I'm kind of like understanding, I wouldn't say fashion, but I would say expression, if you get what I'm saying. So yeah, that's the answer to that question. The next question is, when are you and Lily when are you and Lily dropping the rap? It's coming soon. Give it some time. It's coming soon. Next question is, when are you going to do a collab, and with who? A collab? A collab sounds cool, but I think right now I'm just trying to get my stuff together, and just, like, you know, focus on what I want to do with this channel. And with who, I'm not really sure. I don't really have an idea yet. The next question is, what's your favorite Netflix show to binge on? I would say Moesha. Pretty finished. I don't really watch Netflix. Like, honestly, I don't watch Netflix. I really just watch, I watch interviews, documentaries, and yeah, that's really all I watch. Next question is, what is your favorite house aesthetic? I feel like it's according to the season. Like, it feels like it just depends on how I'm feeling. But one thing I will always like, when I am to get my own apartment or my own home, I would want white as the main base color. Like, I feel like white just makes everything more cleaner. It just makes everything look more cleaner. But white, probably like white and beige with like stuff like this. Oh wow! So literally what I'm wearing right now. So I have on a beige top. By the way, This is from Skims. This is my first time trying out something from Skims, and I absolutely, positively love it. But yeah, I would say exactly what I'm wearing. I'm having a beige shirt, white wall, green plant. Perfect. Like, this is just a perfect thing for me. It's just simple, not too much. It's my style. You feel me? Next question is, what is something you've learned about yourself recently? Yo, I be getting so fucking emotional. Like, why am I like this? One thing that I've learned about myself recently, I would say I learned a lot of things, but some things that I learned probably that I always expect things to be perfect, and I've always expected things to be perfect, and I never was really like realistic when it came to certain things, only because throughout anything in my life, I feel like there is a such thing as perfect. I don't care what anybody says, and I feel like it can be achieved, but I can't expect it all the time. And I also gotta be mindful of who I'm projecting that on, who I'm expecting it from. Because I always used to assume, like, just because I can do it, or just because I feel some type of way, that another person has to feel the same way or be able to do the same type of things, but that's just not reality. So I would say that's one thing that I've learned for sure. That's like the main thing that I've learned. Another thing that I've learned about myself would be that I really am, like, I would say that I've learned that I am a people pleaser. Yeah, I just like to, honestly, I don't know, I'm just the type of person that I like to make people feel good. I just like to be happy at all times. I like things to be happy at all times. And I'm always trying to, like, give energy to people that I want to be given back, and that is exactly how life works. Let me tell y'all, you give out what you want to receive, but you can't overcompensate, you can't overdo it, you can't force it. And that's one thing, that's another thing that I've learned about myself. But let's talk about something more positive that I've learned about myself. One thing that I've learned, the last thing I'm gonna say that is above both of those things, is that I'm more than I've always thought of myself. Like, I've always been smart, I've always been beautiful, and it's no wrong in talking highly of yourself. It's no wrong of commending yourself. It's no wrong of realizing who you really are and talking your shit. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm more than what I used to think of myself. Like, I always knew that I was all of these things, but I never, like, took initiative in acting on it. Like, I would just be like, I already know this is me, so I don't really have to do too much. But sometimes you really do gotta do a lot, pop your shit, do what you gotta do, like, to make yourself feel good. And I feel like once you start to, like, step into that and grow into that, you'll become more in tune with yourself. You'll start doing things that make you even more happier. You'll start doing things that you didn't even know would make you happy, you know? And you'll just start caring less of what other people have to say, or other people's needs, or just other people, and care more about yourself, worry more about yourself, and just make yourself more happy. And I think that's really, really important. I think that's something that's so important that a lot of people do not realize at all. I feel like a lot of people are living to impress other people that don't even know themselves. Like, how are you doing things to try to impress people that don't even like themselves, people that don't even know who they are, people that don't even know what they like, what they don't like? They're confused themselves. So why are you worried about what they like or how they're gonna feel about what you do? Like, just do what you do and be happy doing it. So that's my answer to that. Next question. For years I've always wondered, where did you get your extra forehead from? Like, what? What? I'm not gonna lie, my forehead is pretty big, but I feel like I've grown into it, okay? I've definitely grown into my forehead, because when I was smaller, I don't know what the hell was going on. But I'm now looking at it and I just have this plant sitting right next to me. Like, what is this? What the hell is that? The next question is, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? In the next 5 years, I'm going to be, and as far as I'm going to be 25, well. So I would say in the next 5 years, I would see myself, of course, doing something that I love to do. Probably living in my own apartment or condo, just being me. Just living life, traveling on my like being Muny, you know. I don't see myself with kids yet, because I ain't got time for that. Not yet, not when I'm 25. Okay, so the next and final question we have is, do you want to stay in New York City or move somewhere else? Honestly and truthfully, I am tired, so sick and tired of living in New York. I've come to realize I hate the cold weather. Like, I'm starting to hate it. It makes me feel cold. Like, it makes me feel cold and sad and just not energetic, and I don't like it. My favorite time of the year is summer. I love summer. I like being outside. I like the sun. I just like being warm. So yes, I do see myself living outside of New York City, somewhere else that has an reasonable, like, warm weather. I love warm weather. I don't like the cold anymore. So yeah, I think that's all the questions. I really cannot like think of the craziest thing I've ever did was. Like, I wish I could tell y'all, but y'all just gotta follow me in person and you'd be like, yo, what? Let me ask one. Matter of fact, I'm gonna ask one of my, I'm gonna call Lily and I'm gonna ask her. I'm gonna ask one of my friends for y'all and see what she say. Phone don't even ring. I'm calling Lily. I'm recording. Yeah. Lily, I have to ask you a question. I look cute?
Yeah, you look cute. Yeah, let me take a picture.
Okay. Lily, I need to ask you a question for my video. I need to ask you a question from... The question is, what do you think the craziest thing I've ever did was? See, I told ya. Look at her. You don't know, right? That's what I said. She doesn't know. Okay, I'm gonna call you back when I'm done, okay?
Okay.
Love you. Yo, Aaliyah is crazy. When I tell y'all, even though we fight and fuss and go back and forth all the time, that girl is crazy. Let me tell y'all, that girl is like the same person as me. But as I can see, like I said, I cannot think of one thing that I've done that's crazy, because I think that I do a lot of crazy things on a day-to-day basis, so I just can't think of one thing. And I'm just being honest. If I had one thing, I would definitely tell y'all. There's no shame in my game. I don't really care, but I can't think of one thing. Like, I really can't. Alright, you guys, so that's the end of my Q&A. Thank you guys so much for participating and sending me these questions. I had fun filming this Q&A and just answering these questions with you guys. I did enjoy it. I hope you guys got to know me a little bit better, even though I'm not really too fond of sharing my life. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Press the notification bell. It should be like right here, like on this side or this side. Whatever side it is, just press that bell and get in tune. Okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!